Good morning, everybody. Mike Vacchi, PrincetonTrader.com here for NTMarkets.com with your Friday morning pre-market webcast. Okay, daily chart of the ES, and you know the bears are up to their old tricks again. I mean, they were put in a position yesterday where they could have erased all of the bounce from Wednesday, and they weren't able to do it. We got the news. Bullard was on the tape talking about a rate hike. We broke back through the 44 weekly pivot. We broke down below the middle band and made a low down at 36.25, lower than the prior day low. All the bears had to do was one of two things: either go from 36.25 back to middle band and make it resistance, or go back to weekly pivot 44, make that resistance, make a lower low, and the bears are on their way probably to 1919. But what happens? Here's a 15-minute chart. What happens is the same thing that's been happening for 2 years. We make the low, and then we start creating higher lows. We lose the middle band in here. We give it back. We do one test right here of the weekly pivot. This right here should have been the lower high and then pushed down to a lower low right here. That's as far as the bears needed to take it. But what do the bulls do? They create a higher low at 39, so basically at middle band, and then we're off to the races for the rest of the day. And we're trading as high as 50 by the close. So this is clearly advantage bulls, and it should teach you one of two things. If you are short and you get these pushes down, they need to be viewed as opportunities to cover, to take profits, okay? If you're trading on a longer term core short, then you need to take big chunks of that off for profit and then wait to add it back higher and then just, rinse and repeat, just do it again. The second lesson is every one of these moves down needs to be viewed as a dip to buy, but you have to be patient. The problem with buying dips, if you're not experienced in buying dips, is you'll start grabbing stuff here. We're headed down. Well, I know it's a dip to buy. You grab some at 46. You grab some more at 44. You grab more at 42. Then by the time you get down to 36, it's like, I don't even want this. We're never going to bounce this time. Then you'll get rid of it, and then 2 hours later, we're trading 1950. The best way to handle it is stop trying to catch the low. Just like I always say, stop trying to catch the low, stop trying to catch the high. Try to catch 80% of the move. The first 10% of a move, the last 10% of a move, that's gravy. Throw that to the trading gods. Concentrate on catching 80% of any range. In this situation, the range, 52 to 36. So, let them bring it up to 42 and fail there. Come down and get long the higher low. Get long 40. So you do 40 to 49, 40 to 48. Okay, so you do 8 handles. You don't do the full. That's still a very good day. And you didn't take all the heat in between. So if you're short, when we get these moves down, you have to be covering, taking partial profits and expecting a bounce. If you're long, you need to be patient, wait for higher lows, and get long. But the bottom line is, the bears are still the bears and the bulls are still the bulls until further notice. And at this point on the daily chart, we're in the process of establishing them over the course of 2 and potentially 3 days, because we can move down today to 40.65 is the middle band today, just like we did here, 1, 2, 3 days, and then we move back 1, 2. Oh, this is a little sloppier. 3 days. Now the bears aren't out of it yet. They've traded back nicely. They're trading at the weekly pivot right now. But what they need to do is they need to put a day together. And the way they put a day together is to crack 36.25 and then get down into that 29.75 to 33 range we've been talking about all week. That's a big support zone. that needs to get taken out. And not just trade below it, but you got to close below it. You have to close. If you're the bears, you got to close one down here. Otherwise, nobody's going to think twice about buying a dip. If you're the bulls, just keep doing what you're doing. Hold middle band, keep pushing to highs, and eventually the bears will give up and they'll look for a better entry. And then at that point, 1960 doesn't have a chance. It's going to get taken out. Okay, everybody have a fantastic day. Have a fantastic weekend. Follow us on Twitter at Princeton Trader. Come check out the website. Come check out the chat room. Come take a trial. Come trade with us for a couple weeks. We had some people start up yesterday, and I think you'll like what you find. I will be back tomorrow morning with another webcast. I'll be back Monday morning with another webcast. Have a good weekend. Trade 'em well.